Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. All right, so I'm trying to give a couple of seconds for a few more people to get in. Tonight we're getting a little juicy over here. Hey, good evening. I got my notes together. I have to keep my notes together because I be having some stuff I be needing to say. I want to make sure I got everything together. How y'all doing tonight? That's right, you made it. So we double back in from the other night. So this would be part 3. Tonight we're going to be speaking on if you left and you still miss them, or if you were discarded, or if you're still in the relationship but questioning what you're feeling. So if you left and you still miss them and you were discarded and still replay the relationship, if you're still in it but questioning what you're feeling, then this life is for you. Sometimes it isn't love. Sometimes it's trauma bonding, emotional conditioning, and your nervous system trying to survive what it learned. Tonight, we're talking about why you missed them, whether you left or they did, why being discarded hurts differently, why staying can feel safer than leaving, why your body feels withdrawal even when your mind knows better, why missing them does not mean you were wrong. Some of you left, some of you were discarded, and some of you are still trying to decide. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Jay. You said everything is okay now? We definitely going to send our prayers out to your pawpaw. Okay? So again, wherever you are, this space is for clarity, not for shame. All right? If you ever questioned yourself after loving someone who confused you, type clarity in the chat. Missing them does not mean you were wrong. All right? So that's like a little recap. I'm giving you a recap of what we spoke on the other night. But tonight we about to go in. So, all right. Hey, everybody. Come in, come in. And if you left but still missed them, stay with me, all right? If you were discarded and you keep replaying everything, stay with me. If you're still in the relationship and something feels off but you can't explain it, stay with me. Tonight we're talking about why your body still misses them even when your mind knows better. And I need you to hear this clearly, all right? Missing them, again, does not mean you were wrong, all right? Your attachment is not just emotional, it's neurological. So that attachment gets deep down in your brains, all right? Gets up in your system, make you feel all types of ways. Thank you. Thank you, sis. You beautiful too. And when you're in relationships that's intense and inconsistent, you get a high moment and then you get a low one the next, and then your nervous system start getting trained. Your body get used to the highs, the lows, the apologies, the tension, the relief, the chaos, the reconnection. So when it ends, whether you left or they discarded you, your body experienced withdrawal. That missing feeling isn't always love. Sometimes it's just conditioning. Some of you miss the person, some of you miss the potential, some of you miss the routine, and some of you miss the hope. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Okay? And for the ones who were discarded, that pain hits differently. Trust me, I know. Because now it feels like you weren't chosen, you weren't enough, you were replaced, you were erased. But hear me clearly, being discarded does not define your worth. It only reveals someone's capacity. Let me repeat that again. Being discarded does not define your worth. It only reveals someone's capacity. And sometimes people leave when the relationship requires accountability. Sometimes people leave when they can no longer control the narrative. If that hit you tonight, type in the chat, I release that. If you're ready, if you feel like you're ready to stop trying, letting someone else devalue you because they exited your life. Hey, Janaya. Now, this one right here is for the ones that's still in the relationship. If you're confused, if you feel loved one day and invisible the next day, if you feel bonded but then exhausted, that internal conflict, that's information. Love shouldn't feel like anxiety. Love should not feel like survival. Love should not make you question your sanity. Your body isn't betraying you, it's trying to protect you. And if your attachment feels like fear, if it feels like anxiety, if it feels like confusion, that is not soundness. Hi, Bentley. How are you? Is that rising? Hi, rising or raising? It's nice. I like it. All right. So I got something a little different tonight for you guys. I want you to do. If you guys could grab a notebook and a pen real quick, or a sticky note, or a crayon, anything that you can get next to you. I'm fine. I'm blessed in yourself. How are you tonight? So I want y'all to pause with me for a minute. I want you to physically grab a notebook and a pen, not your phone, not your notes app, a real notebook and a real pen. And once you do that, type I got it in the chat. That lets me know that you're ready. And if you can't grab a pen and a notepad, just keep this in your mental thoughts. And when you get a chance, you can do this later. You can write this down later when you get a chance. Or you can answer it in your mental thought. You don't have to answer nothing out loud. So now, I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale, hold, and then exhale. And then at the top of that paper, I want you to write, missing them doesn't mean I was wrong. It means my body is detoxing. Missing them doesn't mean I was wrong. It means my body is detoxing. Now I want you to write these questions down, and you don't have to answer all of them tonight, but sit with them later, like I said a few minutes ago. And this is question number 1. When I say I miss them, what do I actually miss? The person, the potential, the routine, the apology, or the fantasy? The second question, what did I have to shrink, silence, or tolerate to stay connected to that person? What did I have to shrink, silence, or tolerate to stay connected to that person? It is, right? it gets deep. It gets real deep. The third question is, what emotion shows up strongest when I'm alone? Loneliness, fear, anxiety, or rejection? What emotion shows up strongest when I'm alone? Loneliness, fear, anxiety, rejection. You may have a different answer. 4, if I was discarded, what story did I start to, if I was discarded, what story did I start believing about myself? Now, I want you to write under it, that is a wound talking, not the truth. Whatever your answer is to that question, I want you to write under that your answer, that is a wound talking, not truth. Number 5, if I'm still in it, what does my body keep warning me about? If you're still in this relationship, what does your body keep warning you about? 6, what am I calling love that is actually fear? What am I calling love that is actually fear? Number 7, what boundary would protect me even if it disappoints them? Ask yourself that question. What boundary would protect me even if it disappoints them? Question number 8, what truth am I avoiding because it would require change? What truth am I avoiding because it would require change? Now, those are 8 questions. 8 questions to sit back and think about and answer them honestly. You don't have to repeat them out to nobody. You save those and you sit with them for yourself. All right? Now I want y'all to place your hand over your chest and say out loud, God did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. God did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And now at the bottom of the paper, I want y'all to write, I am not confused. I am coming back to myself. I am not confused. I am coming back to myself. Done? Perfect. Now, I want you to keep those and I want you to keep them as reflection to look back on. All right? So if you wrote even one honest thing tonight, that's progress. That is progress. Clarity doesn't come from missing them less. It comes from telling yourself